A man in Texas was left unsettled one morning upon discovering that his backyard gate had been left wide open. He thought it might have been the wind or maybe a neighbor's pet sneaking in, but his curiosity got the best of him. Deciding to check his security camera footage, he was startled by what he saw. There, on the screen, a man in a full clown costume, complete with exaggerated makeup, colorful wig, and holding a knife, was casually strolling around his backyard. The clown could be seen peering into the windows, examining each door, and attempting to unlock them as if he was preparing to make his way inside. This chilling encounter took place in 2016, during the infamous killer clown craze that swept across the country, where countless individuals dressed up as clowns to terrify unsuspecting people. While most were simply looking for a scare, some took advantage of the trend to commit more sinister acts. In this particular instance, the clown circled the house slowly, almost as if relishing the fear he might instill. Ultimately, he gave up and vanished into the night, leaving the homeowner with nothing but the haunting footage. Despite the man's attempts to report it to the police, no further leads were discovered. All he was left with was the unnerving video, a reminder that not all clowns are there to bring joy. A mother and her 2 children had just returned from a shopping trip, unaware that they had been followed. They entered their home and closed the door, settling into the comfort and safety of their familiar surroundings. Moments later, however, the family's security camera captured a shadowy figure approaching their door from the direction of their parked truck. It was a man, and his first action was an attempt to open the front door. At first, he tried a couple of times, seemingly puzzled by the locked door. After a few minutes, he began knocking, pretending to be a visitor, but no one answered. Later, upon reviewing their footage, the family made a disturbing discovery. The man had been watching and tailing them since they left the store. He had followed their vehicle, parked a few houses away, and waited for the right moment to approach. The footage revealed him walking around the house, peering into windows and talking on his phone, almost as if coordinating with someone. Fortunately, the family had locked their door, but the incident was reported to the police. Despite a thorough research, the man's identity remains a mystery, leaving the family feeling unsettled and on high alert. At 6:30 in the morning, in the quiet hours before dawn, a man attempted to break into a home in a typically safe suburban neighborhood. In the footage captured by the doorbell camera, he tries to open the front door, only to find it locked. Undeterred, he moves toward the back, seemingly familiar with the layout of the house. Meanwhile, the homeowner, who had received a motion alert on their phone, was watching the scene unfold in real time. Upon seeing the intruder, the homeowner acted quickly, using the camera's audio system to shout at the man, hoping to scare him off. The man froze, stunned by the sudden voice echoing from the doorbell. He quickly abandoned his attempt and darted away from the house. Thanks to the homeowner's vigilance, the police were able to arrive on the scene swiftly, apprehending the would-be intruder before he got far. This incident serves as a reminder of the security that modern technology can provide in protecting our homes from unwanted visitors. In a more unusual encounter, a man found himself face to face with an unexpected visitor on his porch, a large black bear. The doorbell camera captured the bear as it wandered up to the front entrance, sniffing around curiously. The homeowner was sitting outside, completely unaware until he noticed the massive animal moving toward him. The video shows him swiftly reacting, pushing the bear away from the entrance while gathering his dogs and retreating inside. It's rare for bears to approach homes, but with wildlife encroaching on suburban areas, encounters like these are becoming more common. The bear eventually lost interest and wandered off, leaving the family shaken but unharmed. This encounter reminds us of the unpredictable nature of wildlife and the importance of caution when living near their habitats. In the early morning hours of July 26, 2019, residents in a quiet neighborhood were startled awake by shouts and loud banging. Doorbell footage from one of the homes captured the moment when concerned neighbors rushed up to a nearby house, trying desperately to wake the homeowners inside. Their own house had caught on fire, and the flames were quickly spreading.
Yeah, if their house is on fire.
I know, I'm knocking on the door. There's nobody answering.
house next door to you is on fire. Your house is almost on fire.
Okay, thank you.
endangering the house next door. You can see the neighbors pounding on the door, shouting, "Your house is almost on fire." The commotion finally woke the family, who rushed out of their home, gathering their children and running across the street to safety. Thanks to the quick actions of the neighbors, the family was able to escape unharmed, although some of the damage was sustained to the garage and nearby trees. The house itself remained largely intact, a testament to the importance of community and vigilance. In one unsettling instance, a man was seen on doorbell footage walking straight up to a house, leaning on the door as if he owned the place. The camera captured every moment as he jiggled the handle and tried to force his way in. Suddenly, the homeowner opened the door, startling the intruder, but instead of leaving, the man pushed his way inside, uninvited. The homeowner quickly sensed danger and asked the man to leave. When he refused, the homeowner resorted to physically pushing him out, slamming the door shut. But as the video shows, the intruder wasn't done. He lashed out, punching the glass on the door in frustration before continuing to tug on the handle, hoping for another chance to enter. The man finally left, leaving the homeowner shaken and determined to reinforce the security measures around their home. One afternoon, a homeowner heard a knock at the door. She opened it to find a young man in his 20s, holding a box of candy bars and offering them for sale. He appeared friendly and innocent, so she agreed to buy some. But as she pulled out her wallet, 3 other men emerged from around the corner, brandishing weapons and pushing their way into the home. The man selling the candy was part of the setup. His role is to lure unsuspecting homeowners into unlocking their doors. Once inside, the group quickly robbed her of valuables and cash before fleeing the scene. Doorbell footage from a nearby house later revealed the same man had tried other homes, using the same ruse. Police are still on the lookout for these men, but the incident is a stark reminder that appearances can be deceiving. In another disturbing case, a woman returning from a walk with her dog noticed a man lingering nearby. She picked up her pet, hurried inside, and locked the door. But the doorbell camera showed the man approaching her door only moments later. He put on gloves and tried the doorknob, seemingly prepared to break in. The footage later showed him walking around the house, checking for any accessible entry points, all while carrying zip ties, a chilling indication of his intentions. When a neighbor happened to come outside, the man picked up a garden hose and pretended to water the yard, acting as if he belonged. The homeowner called the police, but by the time they arrived, he was gone. This haunting encounter left the homeowner questioning who the man was and what he intended. Late one night, a homeowner received an alert that someone was outside. Checking the footage, they could hear a woman's faint voice repeatedly saying, "Let me in." She was unseen at first, her voice barely audible, like a ghostly whisper floating through the dark. But then, a shadow appeared, and her figure could just be made out in the dim light of the camera. The homeowner didn't recognize the voice or the woman, and she disappeared as suddenly as she had arrived. To this day, the homeowner doesn't know who she was, and she was never seen again. The eerie incident remains a mystery, leaving the homeowner with more questions than answers. And that wraps up our list of spine-chilling doorbell camera moments that left us all double-checking our locks. It's a reminder of just how unpredictable and sometimes eerie the world outside our doors can be. If you enjoyed this dive into the unsettling and the unexplained, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more stories that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Don't forget to like this video if you found it interesting and ring the notification bell so you never miss another upload. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay safe and stay curious.